Good morning, everybody. It is day 11, and it's walk talk time.
Cool pace 1.
All right. As you can see, it is a foggy day today. Let's get this going. Hopefully I'm recording. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm trying to get... Been a couple of days. So out of my routine a little bit here. Well, we've got a 5-minute warm-up session we're doing right now. Okay. We're going to do 1 hour of interval walking. So we're going to go 5 minutes cool, 3 minutes burn. All right. We should be... Start recording. Perfect there. So this little camera is always a finicky one for some reason. Day 11. All right, so got to be honest with you, I had to take off about a week, which is a bummer, but I got really sick. My family got really sick, and fever, body aches. Man, it was nasty. And then massive sinus congestion and all, everything that comes from that. So it wasn't a really pleasurable experience recently. And so anyway, I'm feeling better today. So I tried doing this yesterday. It did not happen. I got up and I was just getting myself together, and then all of a sudden I was like, whoa. All right, not happening today. So we are doing it now.
That's halfway.
All right, that's halfway through our warm-up session, our 5-minute warm-up session. So we've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds till we start our burn. And also something kind of new, I went and got myself a new pair of shoes that I have not gone on a walk like this yet with, but I went shopping around Walmart and stuff like that, running some errands and everything, and I tell you what, I'm pretty excited. I went and spent a little more money and got a dedicated running shoe, but I looked for characteristics that I was after in a shoe that I thought would be really good for walking, at least my type of walking right now currently at my size and at my physical ability, which I'd also like to say I am down 8 pounds since we started doing this. So 11 days of this workout, and I'm down 8 pounds. And I think even that was of yesterday. So I feel today it might even be a little better. We're gonna cross. It is crazy foggy today. And we're into the morning, but it's not early morning like we normally do. The sun is coming up, but it's just a really foggy morning. Anyway, so I'm very happy. Pat on my back for that success on down 8 pounds. I feel really good. My shirts are fitting me better. My button-up shirts and everything. So I'm stoked about that. So if you've been following along, thanks for following along in this awesome fitness journey. And anyway, so the shoes I ended up getting, they're Ultras. Ultra, I have never had Ultra before. I've had Asics and Brooks, lots of Brooks, and I've really loved those types of running shoes and everything. They've been great for me in the past, and but I'm just doing things a little different now. I'm not running, so with that being said, I looked for characteristics in the 2 different shoes I had that I really liked. And I took them.
Up next, burn pace for 3 minutes.
I even took the
3,
shoes.
2, 1. Burn pace.
Burn pace. Okay, so let's pick up the pace. Long, full-length strides. Heel toe. More locking out your legs. And just, you should really maybe even get your hips into it if you're not on an incline or a decline. And really emphasize your stride. Should feel it on your hamstrings on the back of your thighs. You should feel it in your calves as well. And anyway, so I took my 2 pair of walking shoes that I've been working with recently. I took them into the running center. I went and visited a running center because all the sporting goods shops in our area have gone out of business. So the only thing that really is available out here is a running center. And so my first time going to a running center, really cool experience. They have a little bit of everything there, so that's nice. So like you'll see guys and girls running shoes. I'm not sure if they had kids stuff there, but they've got all the insoles and a bunch of different selections of socks and running gear, laces, and basically everything you need for running. They've got apparel there too. And it's pretty cool selection too. And what's cool about a running center is the staff, they know what they're talking about. So when you go and you tell them, hey, this is what I've been experiencing, and I would really like to have a shoe that's like this, and this is the reason why. And they get it, they understand it, because pretty sure, from the looks of it anyway, they're all into that sport, and it's different than going to another, all-purpose sporting goods thing that sells shoes. The shoe people don't usually know what they're talking about. That's just the way it is now. So it was nice to be able to tell them what I was experiencing with blisters in different areas and sorenesses in my legs and whatever, and some of the characteristics that I was looking for in a shoe. And the salesperson was great. And it's the running center in Temecula, California, right near Old Town Temecula, right at the entrance on the other side of the wash. I think I'm going to be working with them a lot moving forward. It just seemed like a great group of people. But
Up next, cool pace 2 for 5 minutes.
Okay, push hard.
3, 2, 1. Cool pace 2.
So back on a cool pace. So it's hard to do with you respiratory sickness. Anyway, so I tried on like 4 different pairs of shoes, and she was like, I kind of think we're gonna go to this one though. And she said that from the get-go. And I was like, all right, but it's a purchase. They're not a $40 pair of shoes, a $60 pair of shoes, not even a $100 pair of shoes. These were on the more lower end. When I say that, I just mean by price, not quality. But these were $145. That's a lot of money for a pair of sneakers that, there's not a lot of expensive materials in them, let's be fair. But I get it. There's a lot of designing that goes into it. All that comes into play. And the materials they're using, they're not bad materials. They're great materials, I looked for a shoe that had a medium stiffness sole. What I mean by that is the flex, because I didn't want something that was so weak that it was exhausting on my feet to walk, after, like, especially doing power walking, because you're pushing and everything. And in order to do that, when you push on your toes, you're really putting a lot of stress on your calf muscle, believe it or not. And I was getting like crazy cramps in my legs at night when I was sleeping. And I'm like, what is this? And it's like, it's just my legs are tired. And I don't want my legs to be tired while I'm going and doing this. I don't want to be in pain afterwards. I want to be able to go through, get a good burn going during my burn sessions, and then come home and go, man, that was a great workout, and not have to worry about like, man, did I just hurt myself? Am I going to be able to do this tomorrow or maybe later again today? So having a good pair of shoes, understanding your body and everything makes a big difference. So I got a medium stiffness sole. It's a 4mm heel to toe variant, so there's a little bit of a heel to it. It's not much. It's almost a neutral sole. It's pretty close to a neutral sole. 4mm is nothing. And the heel even has like a little notch taken out. It's a little round. So when I make contact on my heel, I'm able to spin to rotate and just go to my toes very easily. And so that was nice. That was something I was looking forward to. It has an extremely wide toe box, and that's very important to me because I basically have paddle feet. And I think having more of like a barefoot style toe box is beneficial for my foot health for sure. And then my overall stability. I don't want to cram my toes into a tight little toe box. So that's awesome with these Ultras. Super awesome. What else? Big one for me. It seems to be a lot of the shoe designs now where the Achilles is at kind of wants to cup up on the lip there for some reason. I don't know why. I'm looking at a lot of these shoes are like that, but as long as it's flexible, it's okay. Well, so then I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. I wanted to find something that had a cutout where my Achilles was, and allowed me to really flex it, but still held my heel. Doesn't exist anymore. They used to have shoes like that. Everybody did. No longer, that's not the trend. So now this one has like a lip that kind of allows it, my Achilles is kind of sitting in there making contact throughout the entire thing, but it flexes. It's a very flexible back area. So on either side where the heel's at, it's holding my heel in really, really good. But right there in the middle is a very flexible material with almost like a tongue that's coming up. And so it's really supporting my heel very well, and at the same time it's not rubbing or anything, so I don't have any rubbing going on right now. I'm not taped up on my Achilles like I have been for the past 10 days doing this. I have no pain left. Honestly, super, super cool. What else do I like about them? Oh, they have there's like a rubber foot to it. So meaning, yeah, you have foam, the sole is foam and everything. And some of the foam is exposed, but a lot of it, the point of contact areas that make contact to the ground surface area, it's a rubber
Up next,
coating on that.
burn pace for 3 minutes.
A rubber inlaid section on there. So they're going to be a little bit more durable.
2, 1, burn pace.
All right, let's kick it up. Burn pace for the next 3 minutes. Heel toe, increase our pace. Full length strides if we can. Heel toe. Just really trying to get our pace up there. Anyway, so I'm very happy with these. These are the Ultra Experience Flow. And like I said, they were $145 at the running center in Temecula. Highly recommend these shoes right now. Like I said, this has been like my 4th day with them, and there was like, so far there hasn't been any break-in time needed at all. They've just been like a dream to wear from right out the gate. So I'm happy to be back at this. I've been trying to watch what I've been eating and drinking while I've been sick because I didn't want to gain a whole bunch of weight, with the exception I was actually kind of bad yesterday. I had a beer, which isn't bad, but I did kind of carb it up. I had a pretty carby craving, but it was worth it. So I'm back at it now. And I've seen some new subscribers pop up. So, hey guys, thanks for joining, and welcome to Walk Talk Time. Hopefully you're getting some value out of this. And when I say value, hopefully it's just some motivation. Get up off your butt and just start walking at whatever pace you can, at whatever level you can, old, young, you know, even with disabilities. I've got friends that walk with disabilities, and just get up and do it. There is no better time than the now time. Just get up and do it.
Up next, cool pace 3 for 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Cool pace 3.
All right. There we go. That was the end of that burn pace session. Now we are on to a 5-minute cool pace session. Just getting our steps in, normal walking. It's a busy morning today out here. It's crazy to see the fog like this. I don't normally see this, so it's pretty awesome. I think I'm going to try and get in 2 sessions today, 2 hour-long sessions. We'll see. We'll see how I feel in a little bit. Might be too much for me to do today. First day back from being sick, but that is my goal. And if I can do that, maybe I'll hit close to 20,000 steps today. Wouldn't that be an awesome day? That would be a great day. We will see. Trying to hit it hard this week if I can. I've got a couple cooking things coming up. And I'm going to indulge. I'm doing on my Mr. Flavorsmith channel. I'm going to do a few racks of St. Louis style pork ribs. I'm going to smoke them for a few hours, nice low and slow, with some pecan wood and some hardwood lump coal. And I've got this really good, awesome, like hickory meat church, made by Meat Church. It's a hickory rub that is super tasty on these things. So I'm going to be doing it on my Weber 22-inch kettle with a Kamado ceramic stone insert. That's halfway right now for our cool pace session. And I'm going to be doing a big giant barrel, stainless steel barrel smoker chamber on there, and I'm going to be hanging the racks of ribs from inside there. And then I think what I'll do to finish them off, I'll throw them in some foil with a little more seasoning, maybe a little butter, wrap them up in the foil, and maybe stick them back on there for an hour or so. Yeah, really kind of soften up that meat and enjoy. So I'm going to do a full Mr. Flavorsmith video on that. And then it is Super Bowl Sunday. So Super Bowl Sunday this coming weekend. And I'm going to be doing some appetizers to take along, which should be pretty yummy, I will say. And it's going to be something my wife kind of came up with and suggested that I should do for the party. So I think what it is we're taking basically strips of cheddar cheese with pickle spears, and I'm going to wrap them in bacon and then season it with the seasoning I wanted to do. And then I'm gonna cook those on the barbecue for a little bit. And I think there was something else to go with that, but that's basically it. And those will be neat little appetizers for the party on Super Bowl Sunday. 20 minutes has elapsed in this session today. So we are 20 minutes in. Got 32 minutes remaining out of a 53-minute interval session. And then finish that last 7 minutes off with just an extended cool down session to get our steps in and try and hit. We're probably going to hit about 6,400, a little over 6,400 steps on this session today, which is a really good. It's a really good amount of steps.
Burn pace for 3 minutes.
There we go. 5,
3, 2, 1. Burn pace.
Burn pace. Here we go. Pick it up. Full extension, heel toe, heel toe. Get your hips into it. So the reason why you're getting your hips into it is you're pushing like beyond your normal relaxed stride. You know, you're really extending it. And just picking up that pace. Tell you what, when I get that full extension like that, I really do feel it on my lower abs, on my lower back. Just pick up that pace as best as you can. Going downhill, so it's a little awkward to do a big long stride. Let's spin you around for a second. Whew. Tell you what, I feel a little soreness in my lower right side. It's usually a sign of, I think it's air trapped, because I used to get that when I would run. And it's like my body wasn't ready to run. Get like a little side cramp in my lower right stomach. I have that right now. That might just be from me talking too much. But hey, this is walk talk time. A lot of people out today. There's too many people that live in California. I haven't said that before. It's the truth. You know what? Might go a little bit different route today. Why not? Let's try something different. I haven't done this route yet. Seems to be a pretty route.
Up next, cool pace 4 for 5 minutes.
Push hard.
3, 2, 1. Cool pace 4.
All right. It's a nice, pretty way to walk, that's for sure. Really surprised I haven't seen a whole lot of people out yet. Walking around. Tons of people driving. There we go. I'll tell you something else. This vest, I haven't made any adjustments to it since we started 11 days ago. 11 sessions ago, we'll say. It's been more than 11 days. And I have more space in the vest now. That's good. Means I'm slimming down. Hopefully you guys are too. And if you're not, hopefully you feel a little stronger. Because I tell you what, I definitely feel stronger. And that's really what I was after. A lot. I mean, obviously, lose weight. It's good to be fit, at any weight, whatever weight you're at. At least if you're fit, that's good. But my kids, they kick my butt. They are monsters. And I can't be that old dad. I'm already the old dad. But man, I'm really digging these shoes. They're really lightweight too. They're super lightweight.
That's halfway.
All right, we're halfway through our cool pace. And we're basically halfway on our 53-minute session today. 26 minutes. We got about 26 minutes left. Nice morning. Well, I don't know how political you are, and I don't talk about politics on any of my other channels, but this is my channel of who I am, and this is me, this is raw, and I am a Republican, no doubt about it. My family, we're Republicans, and I tell you what, I am so happy we have Trump back in the office. That guy, in the first week in office, has kicked butt. Yeah, some of the things he's done are going to sting everybody, for a little bit, but it's for the better of our country, and I know this, and that's a big one for me, not so much just the now, but the future, because I have 2 young boys, and I got to be honest with you, the way things were going with the Biden administration, it had me freaked out. I have been all over the world.
Burn pace for 3 minutes.
Burn pace for 3 minutes. Coming up.
3, 2, 1. Burn pace.
All right, let's pick it up. Full stride, heel toe, heel toe. Pick up the pace. We're going to do this for 3 minutes and really get a sweat going. Anyway, I was freaked out with the way things were going for my boys. And we just were a nation of incompetence, and all the other world leaders knew it and were taking advantage of it. And now that Trump's back in the office, that is all going to change. And I am no longer worried that my sons are going to have to go to war right now. And that makes me very happy. Not that they're going to go to war, they're young, but sometimes war lasts a generation. And the type of wars that were going on and the people that were playing in them, they've been in wars that lasted for generations. So I'm happy to see that that is not an element currently. So, and honestly, I was doing really good, really good professionally when Trump was in office. And he would not allow the things that happened this last 4 years to happen. He will not ever allow that to happen. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. The stuff that went on the last 4 years, not just for our country, but globally, was a joke. No stability in anything at all. Yeah, a lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people didn't. Things did its damage, and it was just completely unacceptable, all of it. That won't happen again. And I hope that the Democratic side sees that there was so much corruption, there was so much waste of money, mismanagement of our taxpayer dollars. I hope you can see that. And I hope it's going to be very apparent very soon. I think with what is going on with Elon and the whole Doge organization, it's cutting back
Up next,
tons of federal
cool
spending.
pace 5 for 5 minutes.
I think that's
3,
awesome.
2, 1. Cool pace 5.
One of my kids' favorite playgrounds. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about what's to come with that whole organization, because there's just too much bureaucracy that goes on, too much wasteful spending on money. I don't know if this is true, but I heard yesterday our federal government spent, I don't know, it might have been a grant that we gave somebody or some nation or something, but $100 million on, let me figure out how I can put this without saying it, on contraceptives, right? 100 million, let me be more plain about it. $100 million on condoms. That's insane. Why would we do that? Why would we spend $100 million? Talk about mismanagement somewhere. Funding, spendings going to the wrong place. Someone's pockets got lubricated on that one. There's just so much of that happens. There's so much dirty money that's been floating around that you paid for. I am super excited that all that's going to change. And it's never made sense to me. I'm a businessman. We make a ton of stuff here in the US. We export a ton of it. There's so much potential for money, and there's so much money being created. How are we always broke as a state, broke as a country? How's that possible? This is one country we should never have that problem with, but we do. It's mismanagement. We should, I'm not against taxes. Everybody has to pay their taxes. I get that. You want to live in a safe place, as clean as possible, you got to pay your taxes. Someone's got to pay for it. It's just part of the cost of being a citizen.
That's halfway.
But, man, I just want to make sure that the money's going, the majority of it is at least going to a place that it's supposed to. And I have never had any certainty of that at all. I felt like everything was mismanaged. My trust in the government has been not so good, almost zero for a long time. But now I'm feeling a lot better about things, which is awesome. So awesome. Let's check this out. There's a foggy field. You know what? We're gonna cut across that today. Let's do it. Never gone this route. And hey, I'm okay with going a little off-road for a little bit here. Let's do it. Yeah. Also, if this works out, Republicans back in office, Trump and Vance doing their thing, and it would be so great to unite a nation together to where it's not so Republican, Democrat, and that it's more just common sense. Let's be the group of common sense. Like, how awesome would that be? And not be so divided. And let's work together and really live in the best place we can. That's all anybody really wants to do. And I think one of the only ways to be able to do that is to have transparency as much as possible. You know, to be as transparent as a nation as we can.
Up next, burn pace for 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Burn pace.
All right, here we go. Burn pace, let's pick it up. And if we can be transparent, that opens up the door for a lot of different things. Without the transparency, I don't think it's possible. So you're always going to have deception and lies and mismanagement of funds. And we're all paying for it. So have it make the most amount of sense and have everything be as transparent as possible. I think that's what they're shooting for. And if this proves out to work and both parties see it obviously working, if it does, then I don't know, maybe JD becomes the president on the next term. And then he does good with that. Hopefully we get another 4 years. So 8 years. Hey, the next 12 years could be really awesome. I am so off path. Let's see. This says, how can I get back? Wonder if I can get back. Huh. Here's the really weird thing. Oh, there's my kid's school. All right. I'm not too far off track. So anyway, I'm excited about the potential of the next 12 years being great. That means my boys are going to be raised up and become men in a really good time. And hopefully they've got a good shot at life. And it's going to be not so hard on mom and dad to make sure that happens. That's what I'm after. Come on, Trump. Come on, Vance. Ooh, it's muddy over here. Can I do this? Yeah, all right, cool. This does work. Awesome.
Up next, cool pace 6 for 5 minutes.
There you go.
3, 2, 1. Cool pace 6.
All right, we got cool pace for 5 more minutes. This is the start of 6 out of 7 intervals. So we're just trying to do as normal as walking as we can for the next 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Kicking my butt today. That was fun though. Something different in the route. A little off-roading.
That's halfway.
Halfway through her. Cool pace. Back at my kids' school. All right. Well, for being as sick as I've been past week, I think I'm doing a pretty good job today. I was worried I was going to get pneumonia. So I wanted to come out and get my lungs going, break everything down really good. And I think I'm doing that. And I haven't felt lightheaded yet. So I know I'm getting enough oxygen. Probably not the right amount, but I am getting enough. About 45 seconds left in our cool pace. And we'll be on to our burn pace for 3 minutes. "44 minutes into it so far. 8 minutes left on today's session. we're going to go a little bit longer.
Up next, burn pace for 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Burn pace.
All right, let's pick it up. Whew. Longer strides, faster pace. Just put more effort into it. I still have to fix my vest. It's creaking. Heel toe, full extension as best as you can. Keep up the pace. We've got 2 minutes left in the burn session. I'm tired. Keep up that pace. Minute and 15 seconds left. Got my handles back on my handlebars. I've got my hands back on my handlebars. It's come loose. That's not good. How am I gonna fix that? All right. Keep up that burn pace. I have to slow it down a little bit. Gotta do some repairs real quick. Tighten that up. Good.
Up next, cool pace 7 for 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Cool pace 7.
All right. Gloves can come off now. I'm hot. Cool pace for 5 minutes. This was our last session. So with that being said, it's going to be no more burn pace. So our normal route takes us between 6,400 and 6,500 steps. I'm guessing this will probably put us at like maybe pushing 8,000 steps. I don't think we'll quite get 9. But I don't know, it's the new route. We'll call that route 2, because I do actually like that route. Oh, I see I need to adjust that. I need to tighten that strap up. I was gonna get my walking office set up real soon, but I think what I'm gonna do, my YouTube money I've got coming in for my cooking channel,
That's halfway.
I think that's halfway through this last cool session. I think what I'm going to do with my YouTube money is buy a Weber Searwood 600L pellet smoker. Weber came out with this new pellet smoker this last year, and there's a ton of pellet smokers out there on the market now. A lot of really good ones, lots to choose from now. But my viewers really like the Weber products, and I really like the Weber products, and they've got worldwide distribution and everything, so they really are number one when it comes to barbecue stuff. And that's really because they've been around since like 1952 or something like that. So they've got, I believe, multiple manufacturing facilities and multiple distribution globally. So I think I'm going to go with that unit. I don't know. We'll see. Good morning. So we'll see how that comes out. But I believe that's the direction I want to go. I get a lot of stuff given to me to use on the channel, and that's awesome. And I love working with all these different brands. It's been a really great journey. But sometimes you just got to buy some stuff. And I think that might be the direction I want to go for a pellet smoker. Right now, anyway. Today kicked my butt. I'm sweating.
"60-minute interval walking session. 3, 2, 1. Your timer is complete."
Well, technically it's 53 minutes. Hey Siri, set stopwatch. Hey Siri, set stopwatch. Okay. So we've 53 minutes has elapsed. I'll let you know when 60 minutes kicks in for a full hour session. I imagine that's going to happen right when we get to the front door. We just are about to reach the summit of the highest point throughout the day. Right, I'm gonna say now. Now we should be going downhill the rest of the way. I'm really surprised that the fog is still this thick. And it hasn't burned off yet. It might just stay like this today. It's pretty crazy. That's for sure. Walking into the fog right now as we see it. Whew. Stick with me a couple more minutes, and when we get back to base camp here, we'll go over the numbers, see everything that we have done for this session today, and see where we're at on total for step count for the day. Now, all I did this morning was get up, get my two boys ready, saw my wife off to work, took the boys to school and to daycare, came right back to the house, threw all my gear on, and started this journey. This 1 hour interval walk talk time session for the day. So, and I start to see more people waking up and going out for their morning walks, which is great. But when we get back to the house, we'll go over the numbers and I'll tell you how I feel about these shoes. And please stay tuned, because I have full intention today of doing an in-depth video of these shoes after I've had a full session use with them and I've been wearing them for the last few days. Compare them to some of the other shoes I have. Point out the benefits I see on the designs on these, in hopes that you can make a better purchasing decision on your next pair of walking shoes. I will say, I don't have any issues with these ones. So that's good. My blister areas, no issues. Do my legs feel fatigued? Not out of the normal. Do my feet feel fatigued? I don't think out of the normal. Let's see. My shins were hurting me with my last pair of shoes. And that's because that sole was just too flexible. This sole is still flexible. I'd call this a medium stiffness. Maybe even towards the lighter side of the stiffness spectrum. I think these are great. Hold on. I think these are great. And could it be better? I don't know. Maybe. I think the heel design is great. I think where the Achilles area is, that design is awesome. I really like the toe box. Super wide. I like the material that's on the shoes, on the top, because I feel it's breathable. It is breathable. I will tell you the one thing that I found that I like to do with my shoes. This is a kind of a rediscovered thing for me, because I used to do it a long time ago and then I got away from it. I love elastic laces because you can hold the top of the shoe tight, which is really holding onto your foot, so you don't get any slipping inside there. And movement that's what causes splinters. No, I'm sorry, blisters. Is that irritation, that friction. You get hot spots and then you get blisters. With the elastic laces, it's holding that top section really tight, pushing your foot into that sole. And you don't get the movement. And so without the movement, you don't get the blisters. And it flexes. And let's say you get your laces too tight, right? unconventional laces. You get them too tight. Well, when you go to flex your foot in a weird way, you get a pinch, you know, and you've got some pretty major veins running across the top of your foot. It doesn't feel good when you pinch a vein, but with the elastic, is it gives just a little bit, so you don't get that. So you get this like super comfortable feeling on the top of your foot, on the bottom of your foot. It's really, if you haven't tried it, I would say definitely go do it. I mean, you can pick up, Running Center has a set of elastic laces with the cup links and all that stuff for like $10. I think I saw some real cheap ones at Walmart for like $6. Yeah, there's different designs out there, but here we are. We are back. We are 1 minute over, so we are now at 61 minutes total session for the day. Day 11. And it's been a good session. So let's check out our numbers right now. I have a new app that I've been using if you followed along on the last day, day 10. All right. So this says 6,798 steps. So almost 6,800 steps. So we didn't go as far as I thought we did, but that's okay. It says 3.4 miles. And then over here, we're pretty spot on, because then this pedometer, if you can read that pedometer, there you go, 6,821 steps. So we're pretty close. I mean, those numbers they're pretty spot on. Let's see. I still don't know what this minute mile minimum, I don't know, 18.07 min/mi. Maybe it's minutes per mile. Maybe it takes me 18 minutes and 10 seconds to do a mile. That could be it. And it says we've burned, see, it said 18, 10, and then it says we burned 621 calories. All right. We're going to pause that. We're going to say stop, and we're going to hit end workout. Okay, so that's going down in there, and that route is going down in there. Pretty cool. All right. Save. Now we're going to go to my Apple activity and see what that says. And so I've got my Apple Watch in my pocket. We're going to see what that says. 962 calories out of our 940 calorie goal we did today. We exercised for 75 minutes out of the 30 target minutes. That's just a random number that I've had set for a long time. Let's see. I stood for 4 hours out of 12 hours. Remember, this is for all the day today. But I did hit, with that session, I did hit my 10,000 step goal for today so far. So I've gone 10,101 steps today, a distance of 5.96 miles. So if I just kind of keep my pace up today and I do another hour-long session, I should hit the 20,000 step goal for today. So that is where we are shooting for. So I think with today's session, I should be able to hit that goal later today. If you got any value out of this today at all, please do me a huge favor. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing to the channel and liking this video, it helps me produce more, hopefully valuable and inspirational content like this for you in the future. I'm here for you. You're in here on my journey on weight loss and being fit. So this is day 11. We're just getting going. Once we hit day 30, I expect to see a big difference in my weight, which is awesome. I've already seen it, so I'm pretty excited, 8 pounds. So really excited about that. Anyway, until next time, have a great day and go smash that 10,000 or better steps today. See ya on day 12.